Hello and welcome to the Fixit Shed. So this week we're going to be taking a look at my 2015 Toyota RAV4. So when I bought this a month or so ago, it came with the trailer hitch already installed and a wiring harness. And a few weeks ago I needed to use my trailer and I plugged in the wiring harness and the lights didn't work. So I believe the lights on the trailer are working because when I plugged it into the wiring harness on my Explorer, it worked just fine. So we're going to take a look at the wiring harness on the RAV4 and see if we can figure out if it's working and if not, why. I've got my multimeter and the exposed pin should be ground, so I'll plug that in the negative. So I did turn the lights on in the car, so there should be power on these, and you can see I'm getting nothing, no power on any of the other pins. So this is not working, so we need to trace this back and see if we can find out what's not hooked up correctly. Alright, so there are panels that we need to get out of the way. Okay, so there's a little box over here that just pops out. Okay, there's a side panel over here that pops out, and this back panel just again pops out. Okay, and the wiring still goes back under here, so we gotta open up the side panel. Alright, so this tie down I need to loosen and take out so that I can get this panel open. Alright, and I need to get this screw out up here. There's also a couple of a bolt here, and I'm going to loosen this down here, get that out of the way. Alright, so peeking inside here, this is the unit for running the flashers, and I see a cut wire right here. I'm wondering, is that the power line that's supposed to go to the front to power this box back here? It's held on with double-sided sticky tape. Let me see if I can get this box out. We have a snipped green wire and a snipped red wire. I don't know, you think those are going to be important? Alright, this green wire is supposed to go to the T connector on the passenger side. This black wire is the power wire. So let's take apart the passenger side and see if the green wire components are over there, the T connector. I might be able to just reconnect this wire, just run a wire going across. And then we're going to have to run a wire back from the battery for the power. Yeah. Right here is the green wire. So those two need to be reconnected. So now the question is, why were they cut? Was it not working? Was it just not installed neatly and the wires were kind of hanging around and CarMax cut them out to clean up the car? So I'm just going to run some wires to test it and see if it works. Alright, so I have some spools of red and black wire. I'm going to use the red to go across and then the black to go up to the front to run power. So let's see how these work. Alright, we're going to connect the black wire. Alright, and then we're going to roll this up to the front. Alright, so this is the end of the wire. I'm just going to connect it to the positive post. Yeah. Let's see which way. Close that way. All right. All right, let's see if we have power back there. All right, that does show that we have power for the lights. All right, so I've got the multimeter plugged in and you can see it's over 11 volts. So it looks like the wiring is working. I would need to buy parts for it to make it a permanent fix. So I would need to buy some heavier gauge wiring. The wiring that also goes up to the front should have some shielding or some extra protection on it to protect it from the elements. It also should have an inline fuse. So I have to decide if I want to try and source all those parts or do I just want to buy a new wiring harness kit. The kits are only like 35 bucks, so I might end up just going that way rather than trying to piece it together. So I'm probably going to end this video here. This is the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Take care.